Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We are here once again at Jimmy's Track. For the few of you that have joined us for the documentary about Jimmy's Track before, you guys will know this here is a living, breathing art piece. So we're going to walk around and see what's new on this track today after about 3 months since we filmed. And I think we got a special treat for you guys in store because we got life appearing here. We got fans in the stands. So let's go see what's going on. So let's go around the track and see what's new.
All right, thanks for having me back, Ryan.
You are a big hit, so anytime.
In the meantime, in the past 3 months, I was painting. I was painting figures. I painted 150 of those figures that I told you about that we cast. I had to clean them up. That was the hardest part because they had a lot of flash on them to begin with. And this side of this bleacher have the new fans.
Look at that.
And there's two other bleachers. I'll show you in a minute. I finished the start-finish line. You can see I've got the American flag now holding up this start-finish line.
Just about to ask.
Of course, I try to make it child-proof as I can. All of this comes up, so if I need to fix it at the bench, I can do that, you know. And like we talked about before, it's child-proof too.
Yeah. Look at that.
But let's move to the other end there, and I can show you some standing fans that I put in.
Yeah, in my cursory glance around here before, I definitely noticed quite a bit more people.
It might not seem like much to people who are watching, but to paint these people and then to shade them was difficult. But actually the hardest part is actually cleaning the flash off of them because I had to mold to make them. These guys, remember I talked to you, Ryan, about the guys back there in the corner that I still had to paint and finish for my safety crew?
That's right, yeah.
I haven't finished the safety trucks yet, so I set them up as if they're at the SCCA office looking for their next move at the track.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. I remember seeing those a few months ago when they were still in progress, so it's cool to see the completed result.
Let me go to the new bleachers. Oh, here's some... these are standing fans too, right here.
Take a look at that. You can get right at eye level. They're right at the track there. It's super cool.
And you know the fencing, the snow fencing that's there.
Yeah.
It was put in maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I knew full well that I was going to have those standing fans there. It was just a matter of casting, getting them out of the mold, cleaning them up, and finally painting them.
It was a master plan from the start, you know. Now, yeah, we can't wait to ask you about how you do some of this stuff. We're excited to pick your brain about that as well.
You can get a better view from this.
Yeah, take a look.
And a lot of questions on the Lego lights too. There's one of them there, just over their heads.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see that in there, Derek.
Oh, I'm sure you can.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Those Lego lights are super cool. We had quite a few questions about the lights.
We'll get into that later. I can explain in detail what I did. That won't be a problem at all.
Yeah. Come on over here. Let's see what else we got.
This set of stands has new figures in them, and that set of stands has new figures in them.
Take a look at that. Wow.
It doesn't look like much, but it was painstaking.
Oh yeah.
I take I hot melt glue a toothpick to each of their rumps so that I can spin them around and access them easier. And then of course. I don't know if you know this, but a drop of alcohol will break loose anything you hot melt glue together.
Really?
I didn't know that. Yeah, I learned that on these guys who pull dents off of cars with a hot melt glue gun and a piece of steel. And then once they pop it, they put some alcohol in it with hot melt glue. Let's go. So I learned that, and I was able to get the toothpick off their butt. I'm going to have a safety truck in this area, and that's what this safety crew is about.
Yes. So that'll be something else to watch out for when we come back and do one of these updates. That's pretty cool.
And back up in the shell corner, there's going to be a tow truck and another safety truck, and you can see a safety crew up there too.
Yes, they're hanging out right in the center there, if you can see.
It'll make more sense once we get the trucks in there.
Right, that makes sense. That's been really cool. See, it's the details, you know. It's adding life to the arena.
I had one guy, Ryan, ask me about the shingles.
Yes.
You know what those are?
What are they?
They're paint samples from the hardware store. Each one individually cut and laid and glued in there.
You're kidding.
You can get paint samples with that little bit of twinkle. You see the glitter shine just like real shingles. That's what makes it look so real.
Yeah, I wonder if Derek is capturing that on video here. Yes, you can. Yeah, it's really cool. Like, it really adds a depth of realism to it.
There's a lot of things like that that make things look real, and you know, this area was not done. This area was not done.
No, I remember that from before.
I can't. Since we last talked, I made a mold. Actually, I made a wooden model of this highway barrier, and I can show you my drawing that I made to get that set up. And then once I had a wooden master, I used that blue stuff that I'll show you later to make a mold, and then I cast it in plaster of Paris.
Yes.
And then I painted it and shaded it. Of course, I paint everything black before I start to detail it. And this fencing, remember we talked about wedding veil material?
Yes.
This is it right here.
Huh.
You know, one person asked me, how in the world do I glue it on it? You know what? It's not glued on there. It's put on exactly like real fencing is. There's a steel rod, or actually a wire, going down here and down here to stretch the material.
Yes.
And then I have fine wire, and I wire it on.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Would have never guessed, to be honest. That's awesome.
There was something else on my mind I wanted to show you. The mold. We can talk about how to make molds for this another time.
Yeah, we got tons of good stuff coming up about how you make all this
There's
wonderful
some more of
stuff.
those highway barriers.
Yeah, you can
They use those around the racetrack to protect corner workers.
You'd need that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, right.
The guy's whipping around here at those kind of speeds. Man, this has been some really cool stuff. See, I like seeing life in the track. I like seeing, like, the hustle and bustle, in a way, of the people and the fans, which really adds something to it. So
if you know real racing, I'm not trying to brag here, but I've studied racing all my life, really.
Yeah.
And so I sort of know where the corner workers go. I've had so many guys ask me, why is this guy looking the other way? Well, the second corner man is looking downfield to see if there's an accident, and he tells the flag man whether he goes yellow or not. So you'll notice that in each of these cases, you'll see a guy turn the other way with his back to the flag man.
I didn't notice that before. It's those little details, I'm telling you. That's awesome. Wow. So we got all these fans and stands. We got all these corner workers, and we got all these safety crews that we saw before in our original documentary, in progress. They're now out here on the field. So just another one of those updates that we love to see. So is there anything else you'd like to show us?
I was asked about my cones.
Yeah.
That actually started as a girl's necklace.
You're kidding.
If you look, there's a little tiny hole in there.
Oh, yeah.
And it was a Halloween kind of a necklace. And I was at the bead shop with my wife, and I thought, oh my gosh, immediately when I saw it, I thought,
that's perfect.
Highway cones.
That's perfect. Wow.
Then I took a piece of cardboard from a business card, painted the business card black, and then with a fine scale knife cut all the squares and then glued it on there.
That is awesome. That is really, really cool. Wow, so we got a lot more details coming in here.
I've done some other things, and right now it won't come to me, but hey, that's enough for now. Hey, painting all those people was an accomplishment in itself.
Well, if anyone knows anything about painting figurines, you know that it takes a lot of time and detail to do.
And then to shade them and to detail them, it's not just paint on them.
Yeah,
They actually have a coat of wet down black
to
highlight the details.
Oh, that's really awesome. Well, thank you again for showing us around. It's good to be back.
Right, sure, of course.
That's awesome. Well,
and we can do some stuff on how I work on things on here.
Yeah. We'll be back. We'll do some how-to videos, maybe. See how you get some of this stuff looking so realistic. So once again, thank you for showing us around.
Right,
we're going to be back to look at some more of these updates, as they come out, of course.
Okay.
All right. It was good to see you again.
Good to see you, my friend.
For the rest of our viewers out there, thank you for watching so much. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you like our content, and if you want to see more of Uncle Jim over here. All right. See you on the next one.